All right, everybody. I'm back here. I'm trying something different. I don't know. Try something different. Don't mind a little wind howling behind me if you hear it. I don't know. It howls here in the bedroom because of the balcony and everything else, and it's kind of windy tonight. And I'm leaving for Florida tomorrow. Got a little spot for my subscribers to talk to you about. Anyway, what are we doing today? Today is going to be a quickie. I'm just going to show you something that I practice. Something that I practice, especially either when I have a lot of gigs, or like I'm going to be playing with people I haven't met, and I'm going to be playing a style that I don't play that often. So I do this right now almost every day for about 15-20 minutes, and this is about time. Now, there's a ton of videos on time on the internet, on YouTube. I'm going to give you my opinions here really quickly. I don't like putting the metronome on the duh of 2 or the duh of 3, whatever. That's fine if you want to do that. That's cool. Except, I don't think it does anything for you except helping you to hear the metronome in a weird place. What you need to do is develop your own sense of pocket and groove. Develop your own sense of pocket and groove. Right? You want the metronome to be a check on you as opposed to a crutch. So I don't believe in putting it on all 4, click, 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 either. I think that's just as bad for you. You develop a dependence upon it. So what I do, let me show you what I do, and I think this is the best. I put the metronome at 60, and I only let it click beats 2 and 4. So at 60 beats a minute, that's 1 beat a second. How do it only click 2 and 4? That means I'm only getting a beat from the metronome, from the computer, every 2 seconds. That's a long time. Now what I do is I play different feels. And I'm going to start out with some just hits on 2 and 4. I'm going to do some 16th notes. I'm going to change it to a 12/8 feel. I'm going to do a shuffle feel. I'm going to do some swing. And I'm going to get it all the way to a actually quadruple time swing on that. So I'm actually doing 240 beats a minute. And you're going to see how the metronome will change its position. Right? When I double time rock, the metronome it feels like it's on beat 3. But it never really moves. I just keep changing what I'm doing and using the metronome as a guide. I don't let it hit 1 and 3. That's on me, especially 1. I want to develop my sense of 1. Now, here's the other thing I did with this. I left the mistakes. You're going to hear moments where I am either ahead of the click or I'm behind the click. And look, unless you're an Android, that's going to happen. This is going to happen. And let's face it. Drum machines on a tune for some grooves are lame. They used to be lamer, but they're lame. They don't swing very well. So you don't really want to be like a drum machine. You want to be a human drum machine, which means you're going to move a little bit. So that's okay. The metronome is my check. Now, what I do is if I move too far and I do something and I move a little too far, I'll do it again. I'll do that same thing again, and then I'll do it again until I have it in. By doing that 15-20 minutes a day, especially when I have some big shows or a lot of shows coming up, man, do you see a difference. Whew! So without further ado, I just want you to listen. You'll hear the metronome clicking on 2 and 4, and you'll hear me playing along with it. All right? Take a listen. But before we go to that, let me do a message to my subscribers. Alright, this is a special message to my subscribers. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate that I started with nothing on this channel and now I have close to 1,400 subscribers. I think it's like 1,387 or 1,389 or something like that. So I wanted to let you know what I'm about to do. In 2 days I'm heading to Florida. And I'm going to do a sort of half playing, half audition with a fellow named Doug Deming, and I'll put a link to him and his band in the description. He is a hard worker in the Florida area. And why I'm going is because I am considering moving. And that's because of work. I am happier and healthier when I am playing regularly. And unfortunately in Michigan, years ago, there was a real downturn economically, and a lot of parts factories closed, so bars closed, and there was less need for bands, and this is not a tourist place. So the difference is Florida we're not playing to workers in Florida. I mean, some, yeah, but we're playing to tourists, and the tourists are non-stop. You got the snowbirds that come down, people that live there, people that come down in the summer, people that go to Disney World. There's always tourists in Florida, and a lot of my buddies who have left Michigan who went there are working 3, 4, 5 nights a week. And they say, Glenn, you got to come down. Glenn, you got to come down. So an opening appeared, and I like his music. I'm not a big rockabilly fan, but I do like some of the crazy fast swing. And I haven't done it in a while, so I've been working on it. We'll see how well I do. But even if, for whatever reason, they choose not to hire me, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I may not be the right fit. I may not want to join. I don't know. I want to see how I feel when I play it. You know, some of the stuff sounds a little bit repetitive to me in some ways, so we'll see. How do I feel playing it? I'm used to being a freelancer. I like to hop around a little bit. So we'll see. But regardless of whether they hire me, I may, and I'm thinking about it, move down anyway. So I'm leaving in 2 days, and I have really just enough money to get down there and maybe make it back. But I mean, with the gigs, I'm fine. But if there's something happened, I didn't do the gigs, I don't know if I'd make it back. So when God forbid something happens to my car, I'm going to be in trouble. So what I'm asking, if you've got something out of this channel, and I know that you have, I get emails and I get DMs that say, oh man, you really inspired me. Oh man, your teaching on the motor technique was the best. My black dog from Zeppelin video on how to count that the right way has gotten 37,000 views. People are digging it, and I get the DMs. Man, yours is the easiest way to figure it out. Thank you so much. And my production sucks. And thank you. Your teaching is so great. Your teaching on the bounce method. We love the way you make it very plain and simple for us. Thank you so much. So if you've gotten something out of this, now's the time, my friends. Now is the time. At the end, I'll leave my Venmo and my PayPal. $5, $10, $15, $20. Hey, if you can do more, do more. It's not that you owe it to me, no. If nobody gives me, I'm going to do this anyway. Just to say thank you. I could really use the help this week. I want to go down. I want to have that anxiety not on my plate. And I'm taking you down with me. I'm taking my cameras, and I'm going to walk you through the entire experience. That video will come up, obviously, not this Friday. This weekend I'm going to be doing it, but the following Friday, which would be the 8th, I believe. Yeah, the 8th or the 9th, I'm not sure. It'll be somewhere in there, okay? So without further ado, let's thank you, subscribers. Thank you so much. Let's go right to what I did today to show you what I do to prepare, because at the end, the thing that's going to interest everybody the most, even if it's not for Doug Deming, even I'm going to do a couple of jams while I'm there, even the jams, what they're interested in the most is my groove. So this is how I develop my groove and how you could develop yours. All right, I'll see you in the next one, guys.